Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam.
What does the word wow mean?
Assalamualaikum means peace be upon you. It's how people greet each other in many Muslim cultures. A really beautiful greeting, actually. What caught your attention about it?
Where did the word wow originate from?
I'm not quite following. What do you mean by you are discovered now that is not from? Can you try rephrasing that?
How was wow used in early times?
Ah, you mean the word wow? It actually has an interesting origin. Most people think it became popular in the 1960s, but it actually goes way back to the 16th century. It came from Scottish and Northern English dialect as a way to express surprise. But if you're thinking about its use in early times, as in ancient history, that's where the meaning gets interesting. Wow doesn't really exist in ancient languages. Instead, people used interjections based on emotion rather than set phrases that evolved much later to get the exact meaning that it has now. What were you curious about with wow?
Where do people say wow?
Hey there, what's going on with you tonight?
What emotions can wow express?
Hmm, good question. It's deceptively versatile. Wow. At its core, it's genuine surprise, but the way it's said gives it so much nuance. A drawn out "woo" can be reverence or amazement, like when you see something beautiful. A quick skeptical woo could be disbelief or maybe even sarcasm. A hesitant wow, that's someone processing something difficult. Sometimes people use it to mask other emotions, like covering up embarrassment with surprise. It's simple, but packed with meaning depending on who says it and how they say it.
How does tone affect the meaning of wow?
I didn't quite catch that. Could you say that again? It sounded like flowers, but I'm not sure I heard correctly.
Can wow have different meaning in different contexts?
I'm still a little fuzzy on what you're asking. Are you asking if people from different backgrounds or places have different ways of living their lives? Is that what you mean by different living?
Where do people use and use the word
All
wow?
right. Just have one what?
People use the word wow.
I'm not sure what you were trying to say there. It came through pretty garbled. Could you try repeating that?
Is wow a formal or informal expression?
You mean when is wow formal or informal? It's definitely informal. It's pretty much always casual. You wouldn't use it in a formal speech or meeting, you know? More like something you'd say to a friend when they show you something cool.
How do children learn to use expressions like wow?
You mean how do children learn expressions like wow? They pick it up by listening to how we talk around them, hearing other people say it with different intonations. Kids are basically sponges for language, right? They watch how we react to things and they start mimicking. If they see us saying wow when we're genuinely surprised, they'll start using it that way too. The timing comes through seeing how it fits naturally in our conversations as they mature.
How does wow help in communication?
Hmm. Could you clarify what all refers to there? I'm not sure what we're talking about that all applies to.
What are some saying
Ah,
wow?
nice. Okay, I got it. You're making the point that you are saying wow. What about it?
How does filter influence expressions of surprise?
I think you're asking how expressions of surprise, like wow, help with communication. They signal immediate emotional connection. When you say wow, it shows you're present with the other person in that moment. It's like you're saying, I'm hearing you. I get it. I'm feeling this with you. That immediate emotional connection builds trust and makes communication flow much easier. Plus, surprise can be contagious. One person's wow moment can make everyone else feel that energy too.
How has the use of wow changed our time?
I'm still struggling to understand. Sounds like you were saying something about time. Can you try saying that a different way?
How does Bobby engage support the education? Wow.
I'm still catching bits and pieces there. Could you say that again? I think I heard Bobby and support.
Can wow be used strategically? How?
No worries at all. Sometimes it's tough to get your thoughts across clearly. That's perfectly fine.
How does wow affect human emotions?
I think you're asking how audiences can show emotions, like in performance or theater. It's people express emotions in all sorts of ways: laughter, tears, applause. Sometimes they'll have spontaneous reactions like gasps or saying, wow. Those responses, like performers know if they're connecting with the audience. It's a kind of immediate feedback loop. Audience shows emotion, performers adjust accordingly, audience responds even more. It's a totally natural thing that happens whenever people share something together.
What role does wow play in conversation?
Wow plays a lot of roles, actually. Like we talked about earlier, it expresses surprise, but sometimes it's more than that. It can show you're actively listening. It's like saying, keep going, I'm really interested. Or maybe someone wants to show they admire something without getting too formal, so wow feels just right. Sometimes it's used to soften bad news, like, wow, that's rough, instead of being too direct. In different ways, wow builds connection and shows you care about what the other person is saying. It's subtle but powerful.
How does wow make communication more expressive?
I'm not following that question about making a channel more explainable. Could you try rephrasing it?
How is wow used in digital communication? Yes, media.
Uh, I'm getting bits and pieces there. Are you asking how people use wow on the phone or in English chats? It's pretty similar to how we use it in person. It's still that immediate expression of surprise or excitement that shows you're present. In text chats, people sometimes use all caps to emphasize it more. It adds a little extra emotion to what they're saying.
How does vision PG wow
Yeah?
wow
Go ahead.
change its meaning?
So you're going to say wow and thank you? That sounds pretty enthusiastic. Is there something in particular you're feeling that way about?
How does William allow these short people the meaning of wow?
I'm pretty confused by that last part. Did you mean how does a new job help provide for the family? It sounded like you mentioned flowers at the end, but maybe I didn't hear that part right.
Can wow express positive
Then whoa,
emotion? How?
whoa, something about 40% out? I'm not sure what you were trying to say.
How does wow differ from other expression like magic or evil?
I'm not really understanding your question there. Could you try rephrasing it? The audio's getting a bit unclear when you ask about how different world life is from international life.